What is up, you guys, and welcome back to Sport Champs, Street Champs exclusive sports podcast. To my right, I got Mr. Dave. To my left, I got Mr. Winston.
Sir.
And you guys are here to enjoy yourselves another sports podcast right here on the Street Champs channel. What up, y'all?
What is good, everybody?
What up? Welcome back. Welcome back from a short break, and we are back. We are back in it and back feeling good.
Yep.
How y'all been?
Good. Good week off.
Good week off. Shit, any news for you guys?
Just anticipating seeing Bill Burr next week.
Ooh, Mr. Man seeing Bill Burr. That's fire. We're at
Broadmoor World Arena.
Fire. Shout out to Bill Burr, big Bill Burr.
Yep.
Probably going to kill it. How about you, Winston?
Sports life, just looking forward to the Broncos losing, and then also...
Especially against the Ravens.
Yeah. We got the World Cup, so that's been fire.
That's definitely what we're starting with, too.
Yeah, so sports has been up and down, really, a lot, because the Broncos has been the down part, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
What are we at right now?
Fucking 3-8, I think. I think we're 3-8.
The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. So the Avalanche won the Stanley Cup.
Dude.
You can't ask for much for the rest of your franchises.
Yeah.
I fucking guess, dude. I fucking guess. That's how it works.
Hard. But, yo, since you mentioned the good old world. Okay, now, actually, before I mention that, I'm doing good, too. Finished a music video over this last weekend, so be on the lookout for my new music video, Hit 'Em. That's going to be dropping real soon. We're going to give you guys more insight on that later.
And you went snowboarding recently, right?
I did go snowboarding Sunday.
How was that?
That was fire as fuck.
Hell yeah.
We hit the first nice snow in Vail. Vail hadn't gotten touched since, and then I had planned on going Sunday, and then me and Holly woke up late Sunday, late at like 6. I like waking up at 5 in the morning to hit up, because it gives yourself a good time to get ready before the lifts open.
Yeah.
But we woke up late. We woke up an hour late, and I was like, fuck, should we still go? Because we were supposed to go last weekend. Didn't go last weekend because there was no snow. Only 10% of Vail was open.
Damn.
So
fuck that.
Waited, and I looked at my phone as soon as it was Sunday, and we woke up late, and they got 6 inches.
Nice.
So I was like, yeah, we're still going. Let's go. So we packed. Our shit was already packed, and then we got ready, went up there, and it was a great fucking day. It was a great day. And they opened up more of the park. About 30% was open.
Nice.
Compared to the 10. And then after we left Tuesday, this week, shit, they got dumped on. So they opened up even more. So the snow is continuing to come down in the mountains, and it makes me happy.
Hell yeah.
They needed that shit. But yeah, it was good riding. Nice. I posted, if you guys want to check out my Instagram, a nice powder picture on there, looking good. I don't know if making people jealous, but it was nice. It was nice. And I would like to start on the top with this right here. You know why? Because we made it to the final 16, y'all.
Yeah.
We made it to the knockout rounds, dude. Okay? And you know what? We're probably not going to win this next round. You know what? Big deal. Who cares, dude? We're taking on the Netherlands. But we're proud as fuck. You know why? Because we did it, guys. We did it, guys. Come on, let's go. Yeah, we beat them. Sorry, Iran. Sorry to Wales. Congrats to England, because y'all killed it.
Well, we tied them. That's a win for us.
Let's go.
That's a win for us, dude.
Everybody thought that we weren't shit.
Nope.
Everybody thought we were going to get our asses kicked from England.
They're like, get out of here, bud.
Everybody thought that we weren't shit. You know what? We scored dubs. You know what I mean? We scored one tie. One nil.
Yeah.
Nil. It's all good.
I think we only scored
2 goals.
Yeah, 2 goals the whole time.
It's
but
okay.
It's enough. It's enough to get in.
One more. Yeah. All right, man. I'm hype as fuck. Made it to the top 16. If none of you guys care about soccer or also known football, I don't give a fuck because I'm celebrating this shit. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm hype. I'm hype on it.
Last time we got to the round of 16 was 2014.
Let's
so it's been a minute.
We got a young team. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Makes me want to buy a jersey. I'm too broke, though, so.
Yeah,
not happening.
Pulisic.
They're called a kit.
Pulisic. Oh, it's a kit? Ooh.
Yeah.
Pulisic's our best player, but he's I think he's 24 or something.
Young guy.
He'll only be around for 2 more World Cups, and then he'll probably get replaced.
Still cool.
It is, cool. Dude. It's great. We could beat
the Netherlands. I have to get a kit,
dude.
I have to.
We could beat Netherlands.
We can. It's a possibility, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard though.
Yeah, we're
It's gonna
like
be hard, though.
the odds on us is not great, but
We had some games today. Let's actually go over the games today too, because now that we actually made it into the top 16, I think it's a good thing to kind of go over it. You know, because we kind of went over it a little bit, but it's good to actually get into it. So today's games, we had Cameroon taking out Brazil 1-0. We had Switzerland beating out Serbia 3-2. We had Uruguay beating Ghana 2-0. We had South Korea beating out Portugal.
oh fuck,
Yeah, dude,
That's
2-1. Yeah, by Portugal.
beat
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
dude. Fuck, crazy, huh?
That's wild.
South Korea, dude. And then Germany beating out Costa Rica 4-2. Japan beating out Spain 2-1. That's another thing. Yeah, dude. Craziness. And right now, let's see. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Oh shit, this is kind of weird. It like took me all the way to the top. I'm trying to go to these next games. Round of 16 games are starting tomorrow, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. tomorrow. Well, when you guys are watching this, probably right now. It has either happened or it is going on right now. We are taking on the Netherlands. So tomorrow, 8 a.m., guys.
I'm waking up.
I'm waking up. I'm
that
watching,
shit.
dude. Ah!
I'm watching. I'm setting an alarm.
Oh, yeah, I'm waking up, dude. I'm watching the fuck
This
out
is
of that
the
game.
only time I ever watch soccer.
Same,
and
dude.
I'm an expert. So no.
Ah, come on, Netherlands, USA. They couldn't have gave us a later game, huh?
So guess who we play if we win that game?
Who?
The winner of Argentina, Australia.
Oh,
We got to go against Messi in the next round if we win. What are the fucking odds of that?
No,
dude?
it's a Cinderella story, bro. Let's get that
Dude.
energy out there. We're gonna beat
we
the
just
best.
take out Messi?
That'd be fire.
Oh, my God.
That'd be so fire.
That would be insane.
And that's on Friday, December 9th, if we can.
And that's that second game. That's happening at 12 p.m. on Saturday. Argentina, Australia going against each other. They also have France and Poland. That's going to be December 4th, 8 a.m. December 4th at 12 p.m. we got England, Senegal. And then that's all we'll go over.
Speaking of
this
France, you guys may not know about this, but you guys know about the Mbappe guy.
Mbappe.
So he's France's best player,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like openly dating a transgender woman.
Okay.
And so it's just like
Oh, it's
crazy.
like a thing.
It's just crazy that like one of the world's best soccer players is dating a transgender. 10 years ago, this wouldn't have happened. It's just crazy to me. And then when Qatar, however you pronounce it, allowed gay and
Cutter.
gay and transgender people to go to the games and stuff, or I don't know, something happened, and I don't know where I was going with that, but it's just crazy. It's crazy that number one, he's dating a transgender woman, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, Winston.
Sorry.
Japan is taking on Croatia. No, I'm just kidding. Just keep going. Do what you want, dude. Hell yeah.
No,
Is
it's
she
crazy.
pretty?
I mean, if I didn't know that, she was transgender, I would.
You
just
wouldn't have even
assume.
known. Exactly,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly. I mean, Mbappe's a good-looking dude, so it's just I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's
think
fucking.
it's cool.
I mean, yeah, it's courageous to be public about it. Being
Yeah.
in the World Cup and being is he like one of their best players or what?
He's like the best
player?
He was on the cover
Okay, I
of
didn't know
FIFA like the last 3 years.
Damn, that's hell yeah. That's fucking.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that opens the door for a lot of other people to do the same thing.
Yeah,
that's
no,
fucking
it's,
dope.
it's crazy.
Do
Do you guys remember who you put your money on to win the World Cup?
I said Germany, and I don't think they're even in it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I said USA, being a USA
No,
dick rider.
I think you
something.
said
Did
someone
I?
else.
Did I? I don't even remember.
I think I said Spain, and Spain's not in it. Or no,
Spain
Spain's
got
in it.
Yeah, they made it.
Germany missed it, which is crazy.
That was a big one. Germany missed it.
And then I think someone picked Brazil.
Let's go over the rest of these games, though, because I did miss a few games. So, yeah, we got Japan versus Croatia. That's December 5th on Monday, 8 a.m. Then on 12 p.m., we have Brazil and South Korea. Then Morocco versus Spain on the 6th, and Portugal versus Switzerland on the 6th. Nice. I dig it.
Yeah, should be some good matchups, dude.
It's gonna be fun, dude. I'm probably gonna watch like a lot of these games, dude.
Yeah, if you don't like this type of soccer, then you just don't like soccer, period. It sucks that some of these are during the day during the weekday.
I'm gonna just have them playing though. Like I'm gonna just have them playing, like kind of like the Bronco game or something. Just
Got you.
fucking playing, seeing how they are. See what's up.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's go over who you think's gonna win. Netherlands, USA. Who you got? I got USA.
I mean, I'm picking USA. The odds for USA is plus 188, so that's not bad.
Dude, we can win this game.
Netherlands minus 235. And there's a free bet on FanDuel. If you're watching this, it's too late. Okay, but you can bet $10, and if they win, then you get the money, and if they lose, then you get $10 in free bets.
That's fire.
Yeah,
I like that.
They've been doing that for every single game.
I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that.
I did
and they've been winning. So
well, I mean, they beat Iran. The other ones they drew.
They drew. Yeah, 0-0. True. Big truth. All right, Argentina, Australia. Who's winning?
That one sounds like a bloodbath.
Australia's not very good. They weren't even supposed to make the World Cup. It's like a miracle that they made it.
Bye-bye to Australia.
Yeah, Argentina's sweeping. I mean, Argentina should
2-0.
Keyword should go the next 2 rounds. They have like one of the easiest schedules.
How about France, Poland? Who's winning?
France, Poland, probably France. I mean, Mbappe's got got that shit going on. So
hell yeah, dude. Fucking, I want to say Poland's gonna be the underdog, taking him out though.
Okay.
I don't know something about Poland. They're doing good this year.
Yeah.
England, Senegal. I got England. England's good, dude.
Senegal is really fast though.
And honestly, I mean, we held England to 0.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they kicked the shit out of Wales though.
They kicked the fuck out of Wales, dude.
Which
it was like 4-2.
It was like 4-1, I think.
4-1.
Yeah, it was
something like that.
It was a beatdown.
Japan, Croatia.
Japan.
I got probably Japan.
Yeah, I'm probably going Japan on that one.
Brazil, South Korea.
Brazil.
Brazil. I'm going Brazil too. I mean, South Korea just won against who the fuck?
They beat Portugal, I think, is what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Portugal's good. Brazil,
it's a good team.
Brazil, I think, is a little bit better though. But I think Neymar might be hurt.
Ooh,
I think I heard Neymar's hurt.
That's not good.
But he might come back. We'll see.
Speaking of then, Portugal, Switzerland. You got Portugal winning?
Portugal, I got to go with my boy Ronaldo.
You got to go. How about Morocco, Spain?
It's probably Spain.
I'm thinking
Morocco's small as fuck, dude.
It's going on the size of the...
Yeah, I mean, this is like their whole entire country is like playing...
Size queen.
Yeah.
Size queen over there. All right, man. Yeah, so that is your World Cup. Sorry if a lot of people left because no one cares about soccer. But, you know what? We had to go over it, man. I mean, the USA made it. Why the fuck wouldn't we?
We have to mention
Why
that.
the fuck wouldn't we?
Yeah.
All right, man. Fuck. On to American football.
Oh,
shall
yeah.
We? Sir.
Let's get it.
Talk about the NFL. How are your guys' fantasy team standing?
All right, so now that we're on pod, revenge is a dish best served cold, motherfucker. Who'd you lose to?
Dave beat me this last week.
Ooh.
Yeah. He beat me by 5 points. So we're tied season record 1-1. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I just mathematically synced my first round bye for our playoffs.
Yep.
Nice.
Can't lose it. So now I can lose the remaining games. I still get a bye week.
Yep. And I really needed to win this last game. I'm like barely in. Realistically, I shouldn't even be in because of the tiebreaker, but it has me in anyway. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's cutting
You're not
close.
gonna make playoffs, dude. You're not making the playoffs.
Fuck you, dude.
Hold on.
I have the second most points scored. I've scored like 200 more points than Dave.
I have the easiest schedule. It's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, it's
I can
fucking
admit
whack.
that.
That is whack.
Dude.
But my team's 9-3, and so I just, like I said,
Nice.
I'm just running it. And like last year, I won the whole thing. Got the bye week last year. Get the bye week this year. Things are looking up.
Nice. I got one team 8-3, one team 7-5, and then my other one's like 3-9.
Yeah, I'm 5-7.
Yikes.
5-7. But I'm in the last playoff spot right now.
Damn, Winston.
Yeah.
Okay. Winston's in it, dude.
Yeah. I only have 80 more points than Dave.
Let's go over this last week, huh?
Let's get it.
We had week 12 of the NFL. Good games up in there. We had the Bills taking out the Lions 28-25.
Thanksgiving.
Crazy game.
Thanksgiving.
It was a good game.
That's another thing we should have brought up, huh? You guys have a good Thanksgiving? Yeah?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Good shit.
Good.
Guess I should have asked that. We should probably ask that at the beginning of the next pod, huh?
I think we talked about it last week on Street Champs.
Did we?
Yeah. We were here for Street Champs, just not Sport Champs.
Ah, you're right. It was the day after. All right. We had the Cowboys taking out the Giants 28-20. We had the Vikings taking out the Patriots 33-26.
That was a crazy game.
Crazy game. The Dolphins taking out the Texans 30-15. Seeing that coming. Bengals taking out the Titans 20-16.
Crazy game.
Broncos losing to the Panthers 23-10.
Dude.
Yikes!
Looking down bad.
Whoa!
Dude, fire the head coach, dude.
Get the fuck rid of him.
Dude. There's people talking about fucking tanking next year for Caleb Williams. It's fucking, I think it's stupid.
Why
But
would we want to do that?
I don't know.
He's going to win the Heisman this year, it would appear.
Yeah, I mean, he's really
a quarterback
good.
or what?
USC.
Yeah, he's a quarterback for USC.
We're stuck with Russ for a long time.
Exactly.
Why would we do that?
If you get rid of him, you're going to have like over $100 million in dead cap.
Well,
hit.
so shout out to homie Josh. What he was explaining to me is that because he loves USC, is that we would draft him, not this upcoming draft, the next draft, and then just bench Russ, pay him the salary, and then cut him, and then it wouldn't be.
No! I don't
That's
wanna
3
do that.
fucking years, and
That's stupid.
Allegedly, all we needed was a fucking franchise quarterback, and we were gonna be good. We get that. We shit the fucking bed. So who's gonna say that we're gonna draft a quarterback?
I don't think we should
who's
do
a
that.
fucking sophomore, and he's
It's not
gonna
a
be
good
the
idea.
answer.
One of two things is true from that statement. Either A, you guys are a quarterback away, and just Russ just isn't it, or B, you guys are beyond a
don't think
quarterback
it's
away.
the Russ
One of those
problem.
two things are true.
Yeah, it's more than a Russ problem for sure.
I don't think it's Russ.
I think it's a coaching problem.
He's part of the problem.
But yeah, he's definitely a part of the problem. But
Yeah.
our offense just can't get in a rhythm. The fact that we've barely scored more than that many points, I'm
16
hoping
a game.
Yeah, on average. I'm hoping that we'll talk about this with the Ravens game, but I'm hoping we get blown the fuck out by the Ravens and our offense can actually get some fucking momentum and get some fucking tempo. And then maybe we're like, okay, we're getting into a rhythm because we haven't seen that all fucking year.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the Ravens just beat the fuck out of us because the defense is like, it doesn't matter how many points we score them to, we hold them to. We're gonna lose because of our offense. So if I'm the defense, I'm like, dude, like I'm trying to play me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Big yikes.
I'm betting on We'll talk about it when we get to the
The
Ravens,
Ravens. We're betting on the Ravens.
Yeah.
We got the Jets taking out the Bears 31-10. The Commanders taking out the Falcons 19-13. The Browns taking out the Bucks 23-17. The Jags taking out the Ravens 28-27.
Crazy game.
Yep, that was a crazy one. Back and forth. Jags winning. Wow.
Yeah.
Raiders taking out the Seahawks 40-34. Another good game.
Yeah.
Win in overtime.
Josh Jacobs went dummy on that game.
Dude.
Dropped like 40 points, didn't he?
His last
Crazy.
run for the game in OT was like a 8-yard to the house call.
My cousin
Yeah.
dropped like 180 points.
He had
Holy shit.
50
Because
Josh
he had
Jacobs had
and
50 in our league.
Josh Allen.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Chargers 25-24 against the Cardinals. The 49ers beating out the Saints, actually shutting them out 13-0. Chiefs taking out the Rams 26-10. Dave's happy. The Eagles taking out the Packers 40-33. Another good game. The Steelers taking out the Colts 24-17.
Yep.
Then this week 13, we're on to week 13. We have the Bills taking out the Patriots 24-10.
That just
Patriots
happened.
looking a little bit down bad right there themselves as well. I mean, facing hard teams.
Did
though.
you guys see Mac Jones yelling at the OC?
Fuck yeah, I seen that shit.
He was yelling if I'm not mistaken, lip reading. He was like, "Throw the fucking ball. Our run game is trash."
Yeah.
And it's funny because I have Ramondre Stevenson, which they have a lot of passing packages for him because he's a receiving back, which gets me a lot of points in fantasy. But when I beat Matt, for example, if you just looked at his stat line, it said 57 yards, and he got me 20 points because he got 7 receptions. So it was he's not getting utilized as a traditional running back whatsoever. So it's kind of a weird dynamic there. But seeing him yell at his OC is eye-opening because that's a Bill Belichick's run OC. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah. I mean, but Mac Jones ain't doing shit. He literally got benched. He's like, yeah, throw the ball. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm like, all right,
Go gets easy.
I'm gonna throw the ball, but I'm gonna put in the backup because you ain't doing shit. This is why we're not throwing the balls because you can't throw the ball. It's fucking, I don't know, it's trash.
Yeah. Ish. Yikes. Big yikes, dude. Big yikes.
What's the next game we got?
Packers-Bears. Packers-Bears. We have the Steelers-Falcons. We have the Jets-Vikings. Jaguars-Lions. Titans-Eagles.
That should be a game.
Browns-Texans. And you know what? Here, let's reel it back. I want you guys to say in the mic who you think's going to win the game when I say it. Packers, Bears.
If Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, which he might not, I think Bears could take that. But Justin Fields isn't playing.
Oh, he is.
He is. Okay, never mind. So,
playing.
so Bears should win that.
Yeah, I'm picking Bears.
Bears.
Yeah.
Steelers, Falcons.
That's a coin flip for
Yeah,
me.
it's going to be good.
I'm going to go Falcons.
I'm going Falcons, too. Jets, Vikings. Vikings. I got Vikings.
Vikes should win, but the Jets are like, they have one of the best defenses, I would say.
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner is like the best corner in the league right now,
And
basically.
They picked up Mike White. They're starting Mike White, and he had like almost 300 yards last week.
He's got like
and a touchdown.
He's got a game in the NFL Hall of Fame. His first starting game, he threw like 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like he's
Damn.
He's a stud.
What a beast. Okay, well,
So,
shit.
I got the Jets.
You got the
I'm
Jets
picking
winning
the
now.
underdog.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the odds looking like?
So Minnesota's favored by 3 points.
Okay.
What time are they playing?
I believe 11.
Okay, I was making sure because it's prime time.
it's 11.
Don't
It's
bet on prime time Kirk Cousins.
Jets are plus 132.
Nice.
Barely underdogs. Barely.
That's a good pickup.
That's whoever
That's a nice
shows up wins
pickup.
that game.
Yeah, I mean, I might put money on the Vikings, dude. I mean, minus
Vikings
154.
might win, dude.
That's like
They might go. This might be a game they go off too.
the Vikings should win. But
They
I
should.
think the Jets could definitely pull that off.
Jaguars, Lions.
The Jags should win.
Dude, this is a minus 108, minus 108.
Yikes.
Literally toss up. I'm going Lions on
I'm
this
going
one.
Lions.
So
on this one,
I'll
too.
give the Lions-
Amon St. Brown. St. Brown, dude.
Yeah.
Amon Ra, St. Brown.
Armin Ra.
Amon Ra.
Ramen Ra.
There you go.
Almond Joy? No, just
I
kidding.
kind of like that. Ramen Joy.
Him and his brother are both good receivers. One plays for the Bears.
Amin Ra. What did I say at the first? I said like Omen. I don't even know.
Regardless, I think that like that's a sneaky good. Like the Lions are a team that like their record doesn't necessarily reflect their grit and their talent, but like I don't know. I've seen so much of the Chiefs in them in the past of being just like a franchise that was like a stepping stone of the league. You know what I'm
Goff
saying?
to St. Brown is an iconic thing right now. Too.
Goff is playing well. He's
Playing well.
justified his starting position. He's got that team in rhythm at moments. Like you see little hints of like what he had when he had LA rocking. So it's like it's good to see. I'm happy for all of those players. But this game could be like who knows?
Yeah,
Right.
they're both teams are 4-7, so neither of them are making the playoffs.
Yep.
I mean, it's probably whatever team wants to tank the most, which
Titans, Eagles.
That should be a game.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
think the
Eagles.
Eagles,
Yeah, I don't think Titans.
The Titans shouldn't, but
They were doing good at the beginning of the year. I think they're still, what's their record?
Derrick Henry's like
Titans
They are
7-4.
7-4. They're still doing decent. 10-1 Eagles though.
The Broncos almost beat the Titans. Like that's
Yeah.
what I'm chalking that up. You know,
That's
Eagles.
so true.
Yeah,
Browns, Texans.
this is the first week with Deshaun.
yeah, definitely Browns.
Whoa, it is against his old team.
The footage of him in his first practice looked not good.
Really?
He was out of rhythm. He was throwing.
I picked him up on one of my teams.
I tried to
I
get
have
his
him benched.
ass.
I have him benched
Yeah.
right now.
I just tried to get him so no one else could.
Yeah.
And I also got-
Who picked him up on your league?
The other Matt.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
Nice. We got Commanders, Giants.
going Giants on this one. Giants are 7-4, and they started off really.
The Commanders
good.
are doing good right now.
New
dude.
York is playing like way better than anyone bet they would this
Aren't
year.
the Commanders on like a streak right now?
They're 7-5. I mean, I think
They're how many in a row?
I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure, but they might be first in the division.
They're-
or
yeah,
Colts
they're
or
pretty
Cowboys
good.
are 8-3.
Oh,
but
okay.
I mean, other than them, Commanders are killing it. I'm surprised.
Broncos, Ravens.
Dude, definitely Ravens. If you got money, put it on the fucking Ravens, dog.
Hopefully, if the Ravens lose this game,
hopefully I jinx us, bro.
It would be like the Broncos to just play like the expectation
Dog
that,
shit and then we just win against the Ravens.
everything that we thought that the Broncos were going to going into the season. It would be an extra Broncos moment to just show up on that game.
I mean, there's no point in losing because we can't.
we just throw 45 points or some shit.
We don't get our draft pick, so it's like we want to play every single game. It's not even like we can act like, yeah, we didn't want to win this game anyway. We wanted the better draft pick.
Yeah, we can't.
We can't do that.
We
So
got rid of our draft
some
pick.
teams can do that.
Now-
We
It's
can't.
on the 49ers
Here's-
for us.
Russ, like you would think you would want to bench Russ to save him for next year because he's playing through these injuries,
No.
but you're like, nope,
No.
we're paying you. You're playing.
Well, but like he needs to figure it the fuck out. Like he needs to make it work. I mean,
he only has like I think 10 touchdowns on the season.
he has more bathrooms in his house than touchdowns, dude.
Travis Kelce has more touchdowns than the Broncos.
Yeah.
He has more touchdowns than like a couple of teams. But yeah, that's a
half of
sad
the
meme
fucking
to
league.
see, and that's like good for Travis Kelce, but like not like goddamn for those other teams.
What
As
are
a
we
fan,
doing?
how starved are you if you're like, dude, we're averaging like maybe one touchdown at home every other game.
Stop, Dave.
It's fucking stupid, dude.
Stop, Dave.
it's so
I've been
bad.
there. I've been there. Like years and years and years of mediocrity.
Fuck this. Let's talk Dolphins 49ers.
That could be a game too. That
should
could be
be
a
a
hell
game.
of a
That
game.
should be a game.
I would like to watch that game. That'd be nice.
I got the Dolphins.
The Dolphins should win.
I think they figured it out.
But Christian McCaffrey and company, that's such a talented offense that just like it's a shame they don't average more points. And like you can point the finger at
should
Jimmy
have
G.
more points.
You can point the finger at Jimmy G, but the point like
He picked up the job.
If Jimmy G doesn't throw picks, they win games. So
San Francisco favored -4 points.
that's what I'm
Wow.
saying.
They're favored 4 points. I got the Dolphins. I mean,
I got the Dolphins too.
Tua has been on fire, bro.
Fire!
They're 8-3. They lost 2 of those games, I think, without Tua, with Teddy Bridgewater and company.
Yep.
And whoever the fuck else there was.
Yeah, right.
But Tua's on fucking fire, dude. Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek, yeah, dude.
Dude, they're just fucking unstoppable almost.
Even Jaceki picking up some slack for him.
Exactly.
On some certain
so,
plays.
I mean,
you know?
my money's on the Dolphins for sure.
I
Sneaky
dig
good
it.
AFC team.
They could have a better
Yeah.
run game, but they're killing it.
Yeah.
Seahawks Rams.
The Seahawks should win that. I want to say I picked up the Seahawks defense.
Rams are down bad right now.
I picked up the Seahawks defense because the Rams right now on offensive output is like 32nd in the league.
Yeah.
Previous
Seattle's-
Super Bowl winners, 3-8. Damn.
Seattle's beating that ass. I don't
Yeah.
think Matthew Stafford is playing.
Nope. Not that I'm
not.
aware of.
Cooper
Yeah.
Kupp's out.
Yeah.
Their
Oh,
second
they're
receiver,
fucked.
Allen Robinson,
He's
he's
IR.
out.
He's done for the year.
Their entire offense is dog shit.
Oh my God.
Who is their running back? I don't know.
I picked him up. His name's like Williams.
I know their
Williams.
tight end, Ty Higbee. That's about it.
Yeah.
Geno
it's-
Smith continue to fucking killing it.
Yeah.
Continues to kill
I
it.
put money on Seattle to win the Super Bowl at like the beginning of the year.
Because they were the worst ranked team at the time.
Yeah. And like I can cash out for like $20. I put like $2 on them.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fire, dude. How about Chargers Raiders?
Could be a game. Divisional
Division
games.
game.
Honestly, the Raiders have found a
got
way
the
to win
Chargers.
the last 2 weeks where they both won in overtime, whether it was a Devontae Adams bomb to the against the Broncos or if it was a Josh Jacobs run all the way down the field. So like, I mean,
True. That is true.
They're not as talented as the Chargers, but like I've said this at the beginning of the year, and I'm gonna say it again. Like everyone puts a lot of hype on like what the Chargers represent, and like Justin Herbert is a beast, but like the Chargers are going Charger. They find a way to lose. It's weird. Like I think their head coach Staley is on a hot seat right now because if Justin Herbert misses the playoffs again, like.
Yikes.
How does like he's a good head coach, but like how are they going to retain that title at that
Yeah,
point?
yeah,
So like
yeah.
all things considered, the Raiders shouldn't win this game, but
Chargers
totally
better win.
could.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
definitely.
This is a toss. I mean, Raiders are favored by 1 point.
Is it in Las Vegas?
I believe it is in Vegas.
Oh shit!
It's literally a toss up. -108, -108. If I
Raiders
had,
might do it.
I don't want to pick anyone because it's literally a toss up to me.
Bet a tie.
I would throw an anytime touchdown score on Josh Jacobs is what I would do.
Yeah,
I'd bet a
I
tie.
would definitely throw
Fuck
that
it.
down.
I think Chargers would win if I had to pick, but I mean, any team could win this game.
What about Colts Cowboys?
Cowboys.
Dude, yeah,
I got the
Cowboys
Cowboys
are going
taking them
to
out.
spank that ass, dude.
What about the Saints Bucks?
The Bucks should win, but they haven't looked good all year.
They have
Tom Brady, his record against the Saints with being with Tampa Bay is so bad. Like he struggles against the Saints so badly, it's insane.
Yikes, that's
So,
not good.
I'm probably
This
gonna,
is a game that the Bucks need 5 and 6
That division's
on the
just
brink,
trash.
just barely hanging on.
They're
So,
leading their division, I believe, with losing record.
I think you're right,
Yikes,
which is insane.
that's insane.
It's kind of like those years back when like the Panthers would go before Cam Newton showed up, and that team was like the whole division, same thing, losing. Or like a year ago, the NFC least. Everyone remembers that.
They are leading the division.
Oh
by
my
a half
God.
game. So I mean, I got my money on the Bucks, but Saints
Yeah,
could easily win
They
this game.
can. They can. All right. Well, the last game and not least game because Dave's here. Chiefs Bengals.
This should be fireworks.
This is going to be a crazy game.
Why isn't this the Sunday night game, bro?
It's 2:25.
Who the fuck wants to watch Cowboys Colts, bro? Cowboys Colts, Bengals Chiefs. Give me Bengals Chiefs, bro.
Especially prime time.
This
what are
is
you talking about?
This is a valuable
Come on.
rematch for us. We're not the same team. They're not the same team. Jamar Chase is supposed to be back.
Oh wow!
That's huge.
First week back, huh?
Justin Reed was talking shit. He thought he was talking about their tight end, I believe, and he was saying like he's like I'm not scared of them because Justin Reed wasn't on the team when we played them last year. We got him this year. He's our new safety to replace Tyrann Mathieu. So anyway, he talked shit, but when he talked shit, he thought he was thought he was referring to T. Higgins and referred to the wrong guy, I believe. And so now they have like a Twitter beef. It's hilarious. It's not like a real hatred per se, but like the homie gave a little interview. He's just like, "Oh, I'll make you remember me" or some shit. So I'm looking forward to it. Justin Reed looks ready. This is going to be a big game. Chiefs need to like take our heads out of our asses when we play these teams because we always we were up 18 points 2 times against this team in the same year and fucking took our foot off the gas pedal. And so we can't afford to do that. So this is honestly a huge game for me.
This is a 7-4 Cincinnati Bengals taking on a 9-2 Kansas City Chiefs at 2:25 p.m. Sunday, December 4th.
At Bengals, Chiefs
Bengals.
are
At
minus
Bengals.
135. Or I'm sorry, 132. So they are the favorites, but just barely.
Wow, I honestly am kind of surprised.
Yeah.
I would think they would be just
It's
a little
'cause
more. Just a little more.
It's because our offense, we're averaging the most yards per game as well as like touchdowns per game. We lead the whole NFL in offense, basically.
I would think you guys would be a bigger favorite.
Yeah.
The Bengals are game, and it's
They are
like
game.
they've
They're
found a
doing
way to
pretty
beat
good,
us
too, right now.
Joe Burrow, like I have mad respect for that dude. He's so like cool Joe, man. Cool Joe. Not only is he on my fantasy team,
Joe Burr.
Yeah, how do you feel about Joe Burrow being on your fantasy team?
doesn't really bother me
Oh,
because
you get
I'm
a
like,
buy, huh?
yeah, I'm like it doesn't really like
It's
affect
fucking
me.
good.
I obviously want him to like not win the game, you know? That's really the only
Fucking Chiefs fans, dude.
But it, like okay, so like a good example of
No
this.
shit, dude.
True. So I don't like going against my Chiefs. Like when the Bills played the Chiefs and I have the Bills defense in fantasy, I took them out. I'm like, even
Yeah.
Yeah.
not only is that a bad matchup for the defense, but like let's say they do good, I don't want to necessarily like fruit from that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I needed to win these next fantasy games and Joe Burrow was an integral part to me winning, then yeah, I want him to go off and us still win the game somehow.
Yeah, this week
Yeah.
I accidentally left the Patriots defense in on accident, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I didn't realize until
So-
they are already at 3 points, and I was like, "Nice."
Those
Fuck.
Thursday night games will
sneak,
get you,
dude.
dude.
They
They get
sneak
you, bro.
up, dude.
They'll get you.
I mean,
bro.
Sneak up.
Like I
It's
took
hard
it-
when you have 3 leagues going. You know,
That's
fuck.
tough.
So since the Bills played the Patriots and I have Ramondre Stevenson, like I'm a firm believer in like you don't want to play against yourself. So like if Ramondre were to score a touchdown, my defense would lose 2 points instantly or however many
Yeah,
points instantly.
fuck
So
that.
you're losing. So I immediately am like I gotta take out the Bills defense, which is like the best defense in the league. I keep doing it because I don't like playing myself, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
For real though, the Chiefs win this game. I believe mathematically that guarantees us. Well, no, we're already mathematically AFC West champs at this point. I don't think we can lose it.
No, because the Chargers are only 3 games back from you guys. You guys beat them. Have you guys rematched them yet?
I believe
You
we
played them twice.
I think.
If you played them twice and you beat
Yeah,
them
we did.
twice,
We did.
okay, then yeah, you guys did. 'Cause
So we have
watched
a-
them
we-
Friendsgiving.
We have a whole 1 game lead on them in the event
Yeah.
of a tie.
Yeah, so I think you guys almost were there, almost because I think we played. This is week 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you guys win, then you guys will. Yeah, yeah.
It's going to be a good game, though. I can't wait.
I'm very excited. Probably this
Good
is
game.
the most anticipated game for me in a while.
Yeah.
Definitely this week.
'Cause
I would say this is the most anticipated AFC matchup since Chiefs-Bills.
This is AFC Championship rematch from last year.
Oh shit!
So I'm gonna go over the Super Bowl odds real quick.
Do it.
Because it's been a while. Kansas City Chiefs plus 430. Buffalo Bills plus 430. Eagles plus 600. 49ers plus 650.
I'm surprised the Eagles aren't higher on that.
Yeah, the Eagles lost to Washington though.
Ooh, yeah, you're right.
That's their
you're
one
right,
loss,
you're
but
right,
like
you're
that's
right.
I don't know. And then 49ers, that's shocking to me, plus 650. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is crazy.
Cowboys plus 850, and then Dolphins plus 1500, and then Vikings plus 1700.
Vikings is. Dolphins would be a good pickup.
I'm looking at the Vikings, or not the Vikings, the Dolphins. and
Dolphins
I'm
is a
like,
good pickup.
$2 for $30.
Dude. Good pickup, dude.
But can they beat the Chiefs? They beat Buffalo. They beat Buffalo.
They did beat Buffalo.
They rematch them, I believe, because their division.
Yeah.
Is this a bad take or a hot take? I think the Dolphins have a better defense than the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hard for me to say. I haven't really watched too many Dolphins games.
What do you think about that, Dave?
I mean, I'm in the same boat. I haven't watched a bunch of Dolphins games. I'm trying to think of who's on their defense.
Bull Harkey! No, I'm just kidding.
They have Xavier Howard. They have a good cornerback, and they have some good young pieces, but I just know they're offensive players for the Dolphins.
They are, yeah.
I'd say
They're
their offense is
a bigger offensive team for sure.
I mean,
the Chiefs? No.
I'd say the offense.
No. But in themselves, they're a bigger offensive team than they would be a defensive team.
I'd say the offenses for Dolphins and Chiefs are like, I would say almost 1-1.
They're pretty.
I mean,
they're not scoring as many touchdowns as the Chiefs, though.
Yeah, Chiefs have Kelsey, but also the Dolphins didn't have Tua for like 3 weeks.
Facts.
So, Tyreek Hill's going the fuck off. Jalen Waddle's going the fuck off. Travis Kelsey's going the fuck off. You know what I mean?
And I think the Chiefs lose games to like just random teams like that. Like
we beat ourselves when we lose games.
Like you guys
typically
just fucking.
And that's sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, we
have bad
held,
weeks.
We held the Bills to less than 30 points, and I believe we lost like 20-24 with 3 rookie corners. Like our first round draft pick corner was out. You know what I'm saying? So like we have a lot of upside. We're really young. Steve Spagnuolo is the type of dude who gets in rhythm later in the season. And if like last season after the bye week, we were like the number 1 defense in the league for like the last 5 weeks of the season. We held our opponents to like 11 points a game. So are we that talented? On defense, we're young. Excuse me, we're young.
I don't even know where my phone is. Damn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, there it is. Go ahead.
But I mean, I don't know. It seems like we're not as like in the past years. The defense was just such like a ball and chain, like such a transparent weakness of the team. And like now we're actually having games where our defense is like winning the game. Like for example, when I was in Kansas City live, we stopped Oakland. Granted, Devontae Adams ran into I don't remember who like
Hunter Renfrow, I think.
Yeah, so like that was their fault. Our defense didn't cause that, but that happened. But ultimately, we're getting plays like L'Jarius Sneed last week was the highest ranked corner in the league.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
I mean, the quarterback he was like a running quarterback. He was like a passing. They're doing a lot of option plays.
Yeah, I'm not to read too far into it, but it's like I think he's like in the 10 to 15 range in terms of top corners in the league. Like he might be 11th to 13th range.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty good.
So
I think the Chiefs' defense is still the weakness, but it's because your offense is so great,
so good.
Like
overshadows.
Yeah,
it.
exactly. But I think your defense is. I don't know if it's better than it was last year, but it's definitely.
It is. It's absolutely better.
Yeah.
So last year we had, I believe it was like. On the year, we had like I think 31 sacks as a team. Mm-hmm. We have 32, and it's week 13.
Okay.
So that's where we're getting more sacks. I don't know in terms of turnover ratio.
Yeah.
I don't know
points?
I don't know like what those metrics are, but to say that we've like already matched our season output for sacks, and we still have like many weeks ahead of us. Yeah. That's a really positive sign for me.
It's true.
So I would say with that metric alone, that like I can justify saying we're a better defense than we were.
So if you had to put money on the Super Bowl, and then we'll move on to UFC and MMA.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into other news before that.
Other than the Chiefs, who would you put your money on to win the Super Bowl?
I'm not gonna lie. I think the NFC, depending on the matchups in the NFC and who plays who, that's gonna determine like the path of resistance to the Super Bowl. But I think the NFC will not beat each other up as bad as the AFC will this year. I think we're a lot more top heavy in the AFC. So I honestly think the Niners are sneaky, bro. Like,
really?
Yeah, I think with Christian McCaffrey, the RPO option, you know what I'm saying? The threat of the run that has to be respected on every single play now because he's just one of those guys, granted, if he's healthy. They've got, like, Debo, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, even though he's really pretty much a blocking tight end. He had one good game where he had, like, 2 touchdowns or whatever. Yeah. So, like, that they have way too much talent there, and I don't think as much opposition to get there. I think if they played an NFC Championship tomorrow versus the Eagles, I think they win that game.
Really?
I genuinely do.
Christian McCaffrey, I watched him because he's on my fantasy team. They're trying to run him up the middle. He can't run up the middle, bro. Like, that's not his game. They're trying to do, like, inside zones, and he's an out in space type of guy.
Yeah, he needs, like, holes and, like, quick pitches and shit like that.
Yeah. I think this is the real test this week because they're taking on the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So I think it's on that game. If the 49ers beat the Dolphins, I'll kind of agree with you a little bit. But as of right now, I don't agree.
Hypothetical Super Bowl preview, potentially.
Okay. So you 49ers. What about you, Ricky?
I think the Eagles, but honestly, they're losing to easy teams, so I'm going to switch that up to. I'm looking at all the teams right now.
I will acknowledge that Jalen Hurts' last game really blew my mind with how much they ran the ball with him.
Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm. He had like over. I think he was like the first quarterback to have like over 100 and like some odd yards in like the first half rushing. Yeah. He just went with it. He went.
I'm gonna pick the Bills. Sorry, Dave. I think they take that AFC championship.
Yeah, Bills are pretty solid. Their running
matchups,
game,
bro.
They have like 3 good running backs.
Mm-hmm. The Bills?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I only looked at AFC. Hold on.
They have the worst like run game in the league.
Well,
the Vikings are looking pretty fire, dude. The Vikings are looking fire.
Their best running back is Isaiah McKenzie, and he's a receiver, basically.
He's their best running back?
Like, they put him they run him sometimes, and then they throw him out at the slot sometimes.
The Vikings are looking good, too, dude.
Yeah, I was going to put my money on the Vikings because they're plus 1,700.
That's another.
Vikings are good.
Yeah, the NFC,
the Vikings are good.
They might get some good matchups. And then, like, I'm not going to lie, like, I would never bet money on this team. And we can even speak on this before we switch off. I don't think. Eagles, I think Dallas is, until proven otherwise, a good NFC team and, like, a force to be reckoned with, even though, like, Zeke is declining, Tony Pollard is just thriving. Like, it is what it is. But I think that they find a way to win games. And while we're on the topic, I think, didn't we briefly talk about the Jerry Jones thing last week?
We talked about that on Street Channels.
Oh, okay. So did you see that LeBron was getting interviewed?
Yeah.
And he made a comment where, like, you guys are constantly asking me about the Kyrie stuff, but how come no one's asked me about the Jerry Jones photo?
I think that's stupid. Like, he played with Kyrie.
Oh, yeah.
And it's basketball.
Yeah.
And, like, Jerry Jones is football. So,
yeah.
like, why would you... Like, yeah, it's sports related, but, like... You used to play with Kyrie, and he's like your friend. So like,
I get why he was sticking up for his buddy.
Yeah.
I wasn't like shocked that LeBron did that, but
I thought that was a weird take by LeBron. It's like, bro, like that's not even the same sport. Like
weird
and then
take.
The people on the internet, like if you go on Twitter, like the people who would shred LeBron for every single thing he would say, no matter what, because they're haters. What I was reading that they were saying, they were like, why are you mad about something from 65 years ago when this is something that's happening today in your league? So I was like, I see where both sides come from.
Yeah.
I don't blame LeBron for saying what he said at all.
I don't blame him, but I don't think he should have made it as big of a deal. I listened to the clip and he interrupted the reporter and he was like, no, let me get this off. And it is important that we talk about these things, but
absolutely
he shouldn't question.
Is this reporter Deryk?
He shouldn't.
No, let me get this off.
Let me land.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't question, why we're asking some questions and why we're not, I think a good reporter would ask him a question about that. Mm-hmm. But him bringing it up is kind of weird, but I don't know. I'm not LeBron, so.
Yeah. Just a side note, because of Jerry Jones, we're talking about Dallas. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Fun times. Let's get into some other sports news. Let's talk Liver King.
Oh, yeah, dude, I saw this. So
I did not hear about this.
You didn't hear about anything? Okay, go ahead.
Someone that he was in communications with.
And hold on, let's start. So do you know who the Liver King is?
Yes.
Do you know like any of his businesses and what he does?
Yes, I've watched
the podcast. He sells supplements and the whole nine, right?
Yeah.
So like, if you do what I do this, you'll fucking look like me because I'm awesome.
His ethos was do everything that I'm selling to you and you will look like me.
Facts.
And that's all you need to do and live the life that I live, basically.
Okay. I didn't really get that vibe, but I see.
It's a character kind of put on this character.
Yeah.
But one of his things was being all natural and no steroids, no none of that. Well, continue, Dave.
So, a doctor that he was in communications with, he was, if I'm not misreading it, he was reaching out and he was explaining to the doctor like his exact PED regimen, like exactly like his performance enhancing, like Turinabol, whatever. I don't know exactly what he was doing, but he was doing steroids nonetheless. And I believe he was seeking medical advice just to like make sure that he wasn't like doing himself a harm. Maybe that's me being anecdotal with why he did it, but ultimately those documents leaked and homie was definitely using PEDs. You can just look at him. No human being can get that juicy without taking steroids.
He had a list. So here, I'll pull up the list.
It was. But
the medical records that got leaked.
Yeah, it was. He was messaging the doctor on behalf, and he's like, "Hey, this is me. This is everything I take. Am I gonna die?" Like, I don't know if that's exactly what he was saying, but like So that's the alleged email. Like, I didn't look up the emails themselves to like.
And this
read
is
them,
all from a guy
but
called what is it? Plates? What is it?
I'm not familiar,
Plates,
but
no dates or something like that.
But he's already issued a statement, I believe, today, apologizing and admitting that
He did take steroids.
he just takes steroids.
That's
Like,
crazy.
there's-
Yeah, well, I'm trying to find the
But
list of what it was.
This is huge
Like,
because
all the stuff he takes
in the bodybuilding community, there's always this stigma
Yeah, it
of
is.
like when people who do or don't admit if they're natural, or as they call them, just natty, if you will. And like, there's a lot of famous people like him that were claiming to be natty that the whole world knows aren't. Like, good example, most popular one on the planet has to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He claims to be natural. It's not anatomically reasonable to look at what he's doing and have the build and bulge that he has solely off supplements and working out.
And I found the list, so we got a nice healthy list right here.
Here we go.
Now this list compiles of a bunch of drugs that, I mean, the man would spend around $12,000 a month to do this
For steroids?
So, yes.
Oh my god.
So we got IGF-1LR. We got CJC with IMAP. We got ibutamorin. We have Omnitrope, Testcype.
what are these?
Steroids, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Think I know, bro? Dude,
Yeah,
they look like I fucking know, dude.
I don't know any of them.
Yeah, these I don't even.
If you have like Turinabol,
This is just on the email like that he sent this guy that got leaked of
Okay.
what he's been taking.
That guy's getting
lately.
sued.
Deca. He's been taking Deca and Winstrol as well.
That guy's getting sued for so much money, bro. Oh my god. This guy, because Liver King lost a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who's getting sued though. Like that's.
I mean, if your shit gets leaked, then
I
Liver
think
King's suing someone.
something happened behind the scenes, probably.
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause this is like someone like obviously like closer to you.
I
that you
think
trust giving you.
what Liver King was talking about was pretty cool. He's talking about our ancestors and how they were living, and I think it's really important that we do live similar to our ancestors. We haven't evolved physically that much from back then.
Yeah.
But do we need to eat testicles and shit like that?
Hard
Fuck no.
pass.
Yeah. Fuck no.
Hard pass.
But I do believe in some of the things that he was selling. But the way his body was and stuff like that, that's all about working out. So I don't know. That is crazy though. I kind of saw it coming. He's fucking small as fuck.
Everybody knew.
And his skin is weirdly tinted. Like his skin is so.
So he's officially put out a statement.
Yep, that's what I just think that came
an
out today.
apology. He said he was embarrassed and ashamed, but still felt grateful to have an opportunity to finally be open about his experience. Before social media,
like he
quote,
came out
before
the closet.
Yeah, quote, before social media, I was rich and
living a
anonymous.
lie.
After social media, I'm still rich, but no longer anonymous. I never expected this kind of exposure in the public eye. He's been, this is a denier of using steroids. He's always says, I don't touch the stuff, da da da. He's been on Rogan saying that he hasn't touched the stuff. Yesterday, he admitted to using steroids in the past and to being on them currently. He said, quote,
And to being on them currently.
I'm on steroids monitored and managed by a trained hormone clinician. Yeah. Part of the reason why Johnson said he started taking steroids was because he had self-esteem issues.
That's bitch.
That's why he took steroids.
And this- hold
that's
on.
part of the
And this
thing.
is
What it said.
stupid.
This is
why
what this post says.
That's why the
or this
bodybuilding
article.
community gets shitted on by the rest of the athletic community.
Yeah.
They're like, if you guys were good at sports, you would do those.
He says, all I can do is take extreme ownership right now and be better and lead myself to a better life as a better human.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah.
How are you gonna sell subs
You
now?
can't sell
Y'all don't got
subs.
$12,000 a month. You can't look like me, dog. But this pre-workout, you might do as many curls as I did.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he basically admitted that he fucked up and lied. Yeah, that sucks, dude. It sucks to
I
get
don't-
outed like that, but it also sucks to lie to a bunch of people.
I mean,
Yeah.
but like
look
at Joe Rogan. He takes HGH and all
Yeah.
that shit, and he admits it. He doesn't care.
bro. As soon as I seen
like
Liver
50.
King, as soon as I seen him, bro, I was like, this dude,
So many people called it, bro.
So juicy.
So many people called it.
Yeah, dog. Like,
So yeah.
who's surprised here?
Nobody.
No one.
Yeah.
I just thought it'd be good to bring up because, I mean, everybody knows Liver King.
Yeah.
If we're talking like sports and stuff. But yeah, Liver King. What else did we have? Other than the MMA news you want to share, we had one more. What else happened? Liver King,
We talked about the World Cup
World
already.
Cup.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul, that's what it was. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. So, did you see any of the good old Kanye stuff that's been happening lately, dude?
Yeah.
Yikes. Big yikes. Let's stick to the sport-related one, though. We had him dropping a tweet. I actually screenshotted it before he got his Twitter taken away again.
Yeah.
And it's a really good tweet, dude. Good tweet. I'm gonna show this to Winston first.
No, I saw
Oh,
it.
you saw it?
Yeah,
Did you see it?
I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna read it off for you guys then. Did you see it, Deryk?
No.
I'm gonna show you it, dude. It says, "Let's break one last window before we get out of here. I caught this guy with Kim. Good night." That's literally all it said. And that is a photo of Chris Paul from the Phoenix Suns.
Dude, the Twitter went in on this man.
On the memes. Go.
Dude, I saw a picture of him with like his wife and his kid. They're standing there like all happy, and the caption said like Chris Paul finna lose the only ring he got.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious.
Let's go.
was
That's
like-
a good one. That's a good one, dude.
Because he has been married.
Not good. Not good.
Do we believe Kanye?
Probably not.
That's a question.
Probably
I mean,
not.
Yeah, I mean.
Probably not.
But here's
go
like
ahead.
if you want to create a narrative to be fun, I guess Chris Paul played for the same team as Devin Booker. Mm-hmm. Booker dated the Jenner.
Yeah.
And like a Kardashian.
2
Jenner.
for 2, if you ask me.
It's like all in the fam.
Phoenix Suns are 2 for 2 on Kardashians, dog.
Yeah.
True. I mean, it's
Better hope
definitely-
Tristan Thompson doesn't wind up in Phoenix.
right. I think it's reasonable that it happened.
I
but-
could see it happening.
Yeah, it's just, do we believe Kanye is the only thing. Like,
yeah.
if Kanye wasn't crazy, then I'd be like, dude, Chris Paul, what the fuck?
Kanye's also done this with a lot of other people, too. He's also like, this isn't the first time he's done shit like this, so
Yeah,
he's definitely blamed Kim for sleeping with a bunch of other people, so
yeah.
who knows what the fuck is going on.
And then Devin Booker and Kendall, are they still dating or not?
I don't think so.
know.
Yeah, I thought they'd been broke up for a while.
Probably.
So that it may have happened a long time ago. Chris Paul and
Craziness.
Yeah. But
I
yeah.
can believe it, but at the end of the day, I think Kanye's just gone crazy, bro.
Aren't
Yeah.
they divorced? Who gives
Dog's
a
gone
shit?
crazy.
Well, I mean, like
He's saying when they were together.
No, yeah.
Apparently.
Chris Paul is married.
Oh, then never mind. I'm an
That's
idiot.
not good, yeah.
So
That-
Chris Paul's married, so that's what kind of
That's
the deal
kind of
is.
big, yeah. That's
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, that's sus.
Yeah, that's why he's gonna lose the one ring he had. is
Well,
because
yeah,
of
that I knew, but the reason I was in that heat of the moment, I was like, what does it matter if like Kanye's just jealous of his like ex-wife? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does he give a shit? But then you're like, oh yeah, he's exposing that.
Yeah, he's trying to
Not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, let's just hope Kanye gets the help he needs. Jesus.
Yeah.
Motherfucker's doing the most right now. But, yeah, what other MMA news? Should we get into some MMA news? Let me hit the
Hit
good old
that.
sound.
Hit
The
that.
sound that we need to hear for this part.
Now it's time to talk MMA.
Alrighty. So if you guys have been
That was loud.
paying attention, hopefully I can find this article again. Long story short, Deryk Minner, who is a UFC fighter who fought for James Krause,
And we did talk about that on one of the last episodes.
he had a fight where his coach Krause has a podcast where they talk about MMA betting, and he bet against his own fighter, and there was an undisclosed injury that his fighter allegedly had, and the fight ended in the first round because of a TKO due to that injury. So the whole thing got investigated by the SEC, and as of today, the UFC announced that Deryk Minner, he's already been cut, but any fighter moving forward who trains with or associates with James Krause in any way cannot fight on the UFC. So that means every single one of his fighters have to find new gyms effective immediately, or they're no longer UFC fighters until they do.
Oh, my God.
He has a whole tree of fighters.
No, that's like 20 fighters.
Regardless of how many it
That's
is.
Like, no,
This
I don't know
is-
how many it is. I
and-
don't think it's 20, but that's a lot of fighters.
Is that kind of overkill for like a first time?
I'm looking up. Hold on.
This is like the first time
I got
something like this has happened.
I got the
right?
article right here, but I'm trying to find all the details.
I'm trying to find who trains with him.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm scrolling.
I think that's a little aggressive.
No, because he was if it's in it's conflict of interest if you have a fighter and you're
Yeah.
playing to bet against him. You know what I'm saying?
I understand, but he did it once, and I think if he does it again, then sure. But
Dude, we're talking about like Brandon Moreno, bro. Like,
Yeah.
the fucking
He's got a championship
interim
fight right
flyweight.
now.
He has a championship fight coming up.
Yeah, and he has to find a new gym effective immediately.
bet money against that guy.
No! Oh, that's not good, dude. That's not good. He has a lot of fighters under him, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the exact statement.
Grant Dawson, Tim Elliott, Megan Anderson doesn't compete anymore.
Trying to
Wow.
find the details.
Wow.
There's still an
That's
ongoing
so
investigation as we
crazy.
speak about the entire thing because they're trying to pinpoint what about, because like first of all, if Deryk Minner went into that fight and had a predisposition bet that he was trying to fulfill, that could overthrow the legitimacy of the whole organization. So if the UFC doesn't go this aggressive off rip because of the transparency that they're in, especially with the internet era,
Yeah.
it looks like they kind of condoned it. You know what I'm saying? And then that looks like, the whole referee scenario that was on Netflix, the ref who
Yeah.
was betting. This is like a microcosm of that.
Yeah, but so many
All the fighters you're like blowing your mind reading right now.
Yeah.
so many people are affected by this. The
An
fighters are affected by
active
this.
interim champion fights for this man.
I think give him a slap on the wrist, and then if he does it again, or if someone else does it, whoever
Well-
does it next, then that's when you drop the hammer.
They've already made like a new rule because of this that like no UFC adjacent anybody, like if you work
Yeah.
for a fight team at all,
Yeah.
you cannot bet on these fights.
And that's totally reasonable. But this is UFC's not
Oh, wait.
fault, but they should have made these rules beforehand.
I don't see Deryk Moreno on this list anymore of Glory.
Brandon Moreno?
Yeah,
Like,
Brandon Moreno.
this
Sorry.
guy broke a rule that wasn't written, and now he's getting disciplined for it. Like, to me, that's not, like, yeah, discipline him a little bit,
Oh yeah, Moreno. Yeah.
but I think it's a little
Moreno's
overkill,
definitely in
bro.
that gym.
All right, so hold on.
Jason Witt. We got Eric Marriott, Deryk Minner, Trey Ogden, Aaron Darrow, Brian Davidson, Bobby Cooper, Jeff Molina. I know Jeff Molina. Anthony Gutierrez, David Onama. These are a lot of people I actually know. Let's see who else. Damn, this is fucking crazy, dude.
Okay, so here's what it says from the UFC's release statement.
God, this is bad.
Dun dun dun.
So bad.
I'm not gonna read all of it because there's it's like 3 paragraphs. We don't need
There's a
all
lot
of
of fighters, man.
It
There's a lot of
says
fighters in this one.
on November 18th, the Nevada State Athletic Commission informed UFC and Minner's coach James Krause that Krause's license was suspended and he would remain so while the NSAC conducted an investigation into the matter. UFC has since advised Krause and the respective managers working with impacted fighters that effective immediately, fighters who choose to continue to be coached by Krause or who continue to train in his gym will not be permitted to participate in UFC events pending the outcome of the aforementioned government investigation. Further, UFC has released Deryk Minner from the organization. So that's, yeah, and it says like this communication was an
They
extension.
literally took all of James Krause.
So it says this communication was an
his
extension of the UFC's pre-existing and since updated fighter code of conduct, as well as the recognition of various state, federal, and internal laws and regulations expressly prohibited conduct that threatens the integrity of the sport, including, but not limited to, insider betting based on non-public information, fight fixing, and other such misconduct.
Let me hit that. That's fucking crazy, dude. What the fuck?
I mean, I don't think
That's
that
James Krause is. He can't.
his career is
his
ruined
career's done.
unless
His career's
unless they somehow like he could have
can't
some,
coach.
if he has
can't
some
bet.
if he
He
has some
can't.
weird saving grace footage where like let's say for unbeknownst to us that he when he does his pods and all this shit that he records before and after he doesn't turn the cameras off, and if he has like a whole thing where he just somehow doesn't have any direct stipulation of his whereabouts of the injury. Because like it's so hard. How are they gonna know
Bro,
he had it?
knew, bro.
They're gonna have to review gym footage, like
He
all
knew,
kinds of shit.
bro. He knew.
Text messages are gonna have to be like gone through for a warrant because this is the integrity of betting.
James.
That's why the
Oh,
SEC or the
James.
NSAC is involved.
James fucked up because the line moved because his Discord. He dropped it in his Discord, bro. That's why the line moved. That's why they investigated. That's why all this. If he just kept that shit to himself, just the one fight The one fight that you don't share with everybody to ruin your career, you couldn't have just not did that one, dog. Not sent out the pick for that one, you know? I bet he did. Oh, man, that is not good. That's not good. That's not good.
No.
He's never...
Career suicide.
Career suicide. He can't coach. He can't bet. He can't even train with these people. Like, he's definitely not in the UFC anymore.
No.
Because James... I mean, he hasn't fought in the UFC for years now, but still.
Now, before getting into UFC, I mean, wasn't there a card?
Yeah, Thompson Holland.
That one is this week.
weekend.
Okay, so before we preview that, I wanted to just take us like a quick moment and talk about the PFL fights, the outcomes. I rewatched them.
6 championship fights. Yeah, those were cool.
It was nice. It was really cool.
It was cool, yeah.
The reason I wanted to mention it is because one of the dudes, he has a French name. It's like Marcier or something like that. I'm sure I'm butchering it.
Yeah, Aubin Mercier.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm really hoping I'm not mistaken. I think it was him who won on the Contender Series. But Dana White said,
Nope.
Okay, well, one of the dudes who won a championship.
Brendan Loughnane.
Okay, there you go. See, they have unique foreign names, and I know I'm bad with
Brendan
names.
Loughnane.
So he won on Dana White's Contender Series, and the reason I want to bring this up,
Won a decision.
he won a decision, and Dana White said, if I'm not mistaken, that like if you didn't take homie down and kind of lay on him, I would have signed you. He finds himself a PFL offer, goes to the PFL, and then a couple fights later, he's a
in the
millionaire.
tournament?
He's in the tournament. I don't know how the placement played out. I didn't watch the PFL that intently.
So PFL is like kind of seasoned, so he won all his regular fights, made the points to get into the tournament, won the tournament.
So, like, for those who don't know, the PFL has seasons, and
which is crazy.
It's very interesting. I think we've talked about it before.
Yeah, we
Basically,
have.
the fighters, they incentivize first-round finishes, and you can be awarded, like, 6 points for a first-round finish, 5 points for a second round, or something like that, et cetera, et cetera. And the fighters all fight at the same relative time. Whoever accumulates the most points in like 1st through 8th type form, they bracket into a tournament. Winner of that wins that year's belt. That's how their belts are determined. Their belts aren't contested.
Now this is all in 6 months too. Like
It's accelerated.
This is accelerated. Like a lot of, let's say UFC champions. You know what I mean? They fight once a year sometimes.
Yeah, and this
Other than Israel Adesanya, he fights a lot, but like
Basically-
sometimes once a year. This you're doing 4 fights in like 6 months.
And then,
Boom.
like,
that's
every
a lot. That's a
every
lot.
year, they're basically saying, like, all right, no one's the champ now. We can have rankings based on how people performed and expectations, but everyone goes back into the new season neutral. No one's, like, you're not the guy who wins the belt isn't defending it, getting back to whatever. That's not how it works in the PFL. So their belts are a season belt. It's really cool, in my opinion. I don't think it's the best format, but it's a cool format. It's kind of weird when you see fighters like Anthony Pettis losing consecutive fights and somehow still making it to the tournament, you know? So
Yeah.
But that being said, this guy won. He was didn't make it to the UFC on the Contender Series. Now he fights in the PFL and he just won $1 million.
Yep.
So this
Big
is
congrats, Aubin Mercier.
and he was on Ariel Helwani's MMA Hour, and he was just talking about like what like that felt like being rejected by the UFC. To now he explained why he thinks
Loughnane.
he thinks the PFL has kind of
Loughnane.
he thinks in his opinion that that belt is a more absolute in the way he earned it than the likes of a belt that you would get in UFC.
That dude's a beast, too.
I'm not going to contest that opinion. I don't disagree or agree because he's a fighter. I'm not. But it's interesting. And this is like I've said before, the PFL is a cash cow at the moment for fighters. They're losing money, like according to their reports, but like it attracts fighters the idea of getting $1 million in like relative a year's worth of fighting. And then not only is that an interesting take, but shocker, fucking Kayla Harrison lost.
Yeah, so let's go over the rest of these fights before we get into that one. So
It was
we're
a
talking
nice
about
little
the
card.
PFL World Championship, the prelims. I'm just going to run right through them.
Yep.
This was Biagio Ali Walsh defeating Tom Gracer by KO. We had Dakota Ditcheva, watch that fight, versus Catherine Koraginas. Beat her in the first round KO. Magomed Karamov took out Gleison Tebow, unanimous decision.
Familiar name.
Yep, used to be in the UFC. Nathan Schultz took out Jeremy Stevens via submission.
Yeah, Jeremy Stevens, another
Second
familiar
round.
name. Another
Familiar name. Second round defeat. Then we had Shaman Moraes defeating Marlon Moraes.
Yeah, the Marias war.
Yeah, dude.
This
via
is his
TKO.
He keeps
keeps getting knocked out.
His
man.
fights look the same. He's dangerous. He's game, and then out of nowhere he gives a little wild, kind of like T.J. Dillashaw, or not sorry, but whatever. Like he doesn't stay sharp after he gets people hurt, and then he goes for like he smells blood in the water, and then he's just like technique. Fuck that. I'm just gonna throw wild and get dropped. But
then we had Rob Wilkinson defeating Omari Akhmedov, TKO. We had Said Boy Sai taking out Delano Taylor, unanimous decision. And then we had your guy, man, the first title fight, the championship fight. Or actually, this is the second championship fight. The first one was Said Boy Sai. The second championship fight of the night was Oliver Aubin-Mercier defeating Stevie Ray via KO. And I believe I told you that live on the Street Champs podcast last week.
Another fight I think that didn't mention. I don't know who the
KO'd him. He KO'd him hard, too. Did you see that knockout? Oh.
I don't know who the opponent was, but if I'm not mistaken, Aspen Ladd made her debut on that.
Julia Budd.
Yeah.
Yep, Aspen Ladd defeating Julia Budd.
She finally made weight. But it's, again, one of Cia's hydration tests. So she can weigh like 15 pounds more.
Ante, and then they had Ante Delige taking on Matthias Scheffel. KO'd him. And then he took it for the heavyweight champion. That was the first round, obviously. Then we had Brendan Loughnane, that homie that you were talking about, defeating Bubba Jenkins, TKO.
Who saw that coming?
I don't know. Round 4. Bubba Jenkins is a tough customer, too.
Didn't he retire Rory McDonald?
He did. He did.
Tough cookie, bro.
Tough motherfucking cookie. Another tough cookie, Larissa Pacheco. Taking out the queen, the self-proclaimed queen of MMA. Took her out. I mean, I want to say light work, kind of, but yeah, unanimous decision over Kayla Harrison. She lost that championship, man.
It's her first loss in MMA.
Yeah, first loss in MMA. Crazy. Just crazy. I'm surprised it was only 3 rounds.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 3 scores on this results website via MMA Fighting, so that's kind of sus. But, I mean, yeah, she lost it, dude. She's super sad about it, too. I don't know if you've seen her getting interviewed on Helwani's MMA Hour, geez. But, yeah, she was super sad about it. She takes defeats really, really hard. This is 2-time Olympic gold medalist Kayla Harrison finally losing. She's finally 15-1 in her MMA career. Her first loss of her MMA career. And it was to a tough customer, Larissa Pacheco, taking home the title right back to Brazil. Brazil is doing the fucking damn thing. We had Alex Pereira taking it home for Brazil. Now we have Larissa Pacheco taking it home for Brazil. Brazil holding 2 championships in 2 organizations. There's probably more Brazil champions that I'm forgetting about right now, but Davison Figueiredo, does he have the title right now? Yeah. I mean, that's 3 championships for Brazil.
Yeah.
Like, Brazil's doing the fucking goddamn thing.
And I don't know if you saw, I'm just kind of weird when it comes to this, but the PFL belt is sick.
It is pretty cool.
I'm always like a weird, like, it's like from being a wrestling fan as a kid. You know, you always had your favorite belt for looks. You'd make your create a fighter or whatever.
Here, I gotta leave. I'm gonna be back, though.
Damn.
I'll be back in like 30 minutes.
Damn, Winston.
I have weighted his keys in my pocket.
Oh, he fucked up. It's all good, pimp. It's all good. We'll finish strong, dude. You're good.
Be safe.
All right, man. So you heard it here first. We will not be having a parlay at the end of this bet, or at the end of this episode, unfortunately, because we had Winston dipping out, unfortunately. But you know what? Yeah, she did it. Larissa Pacheco, killing it. Let's get onto these UFC fights, huh?
Yes, sir.
Let's just go over this card and get out of here, Dave.
It's kind of a sneaky, fun little card.
I dig it, dude.
Brandon Barberetta's on there.
We actually had one
Holland's
fight taken off.
Wonderboy.
One fight canceled today. The women's flyweight bout between Tracy Cortez and Amanda Ribas. No longer going on. Did get dropped. Tracy Cortez did make weight. I don't know what happened. I think Amanda didn't. I'm not really sure what happened with that. Let's see if the news articles have that shit in here. Nope, but yeah, not happening. Let's go over these prelims, though. First fight of the night, we got Yasmin Jaregi.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, we got Yazzie. Shout out Yazzie. We got Yasmin taking on Estela Nunes. That's going to be the first fight, women's strawweight. And then we have a featherweight bout. Marcelo Rojo taking on Francis Marshall, a 6-0 Francis Marshall. Then right after that, we have Natan Levy taking on Gennaro Valdez. We got Darren Elkins getting back in the ring in featherweight, taking on Jonathan Pierce.
Danger.
I kind of have Jonathan Pierce on that one. I mean, you never know with Danger, though. Like you said, you never know with Darren Elkins. But, hey, right after that, look who's back. Michael Johnson taking
Dude.
on Mark Duplessis. This
Bro,
is going to be a banger.
That sounds.
It's going to be a banger. I got Michael Johnson.
He's one of my favorite fighters because he fights with the same fight team that Michael Chandler fights with down in Memphis. And so, huge fan. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. I was a huge fan when he was on The Ultimate Fighter. He's put Khabib in the worst pickle he's ever been in his career.
Yep.
Definitely lost that fight. But he wobbled Khabib, so that's a cool highlight. TKO'd the fuck out of Dustin Poirier. Like, Michael Johnson has beat and fought the who's.
Yeah, he's a beast, dude.
And he's a fun fighter to watch. Like, name a fight that he's been in that was boring. You know what I'm saying?
Sad to see him on the prelims.
Yeah, that's tough. Like, he's coming off, if I'm not mistaken, his last fight or his second to last fight when he won via knockout and he like threw the Dan Henderson overhand while dude was on the ground. That shit was tough.
Nasty. Right after that, I mean, this is like a kind of a veteran card, dude. We got Clay Guida fighting right after Michael Johnson.
He has to be retiring.
Clay Guida
after this.
taking on Scott Holtzman. I think this is a retirement fight. This is his last fight.
Well, let's go the Carpenter.
Let's go the Carpenter, dude. If it's his last fight, let's fucking go, dude. He better get the dub. Right after that, we have women's strawweight bout. Angela Hill taking on Emily Ducote.
I'm a big Angela Hill fan.
I'm a big Angela Hill fan.
Love her.
Yeah. Right after that, we have Nico Price taking on Philip Rowe.
Nico's such a beast.
Go Nico. Yeah, let's go, man. 15-5, 2 known contests taking on Philip Rowe, 9-3. I got Nico, bro.
Remember when he outkicked James Vick?
Fuck yeah, I remember that
my
shit.
fucking god.
Ruined James Vick's career.
Yeah, that shit was tough. That was hard to watch.
It was, man. Now we're getting onto this main card. This main card's a banger. What was supposed to be on it is Deryk Brunson versus Jack Hermanson.
Fuck, that was gonna be.
It was gonna be a fucking banger, dude.
And Deryk Brunson dyed his hair blonde, and he's like damn near
Blonde Brunson,
undefeated.
dude.
Yeah, he's like damn near undefeated at blonde.
Blonde Brunson. All right, so we're starting with this first one right here. Your boy Eric Anders taking on Kyle Dawkins.
That's Chris Dawkins' brother,
Nice.
the heavyweight.
Yeah, I got Kyle. I got Kyle winning.
Should be a good fight.
Personally. Then we got Jack Hermanson taking on Roman Dolidze.
Nice.
Yep. So Deryk Brunson getting replaced with Roman Dolidze. I see Jack winning, but man, I've seen Jack lose. So you know what I mean. So I really don't know what's going to happen with that one. Right after that, we got Tai Tuivasa taking on Sergey Pavlovich.
Bam Bam's back, baby.
Bam Bam is back. We actually have 2 Bam Bams on this card. We have 2 Bam Bams.
Bam Barberena
Yeah, dude,
and
great.
Tai Tui.
So we have Tai Tuivasa taking on Sergey Pavlovich, and man, I got Bam Bam by knockout.
Duh.
So that was going to be my pick for the parlay.
Not going the distance.
My pick for the parlay was going to be not go the distance, first off. And if the line was too crazy on that, I was going to just say tie. I got tie, bro. I got tie. I ain't going to bet against my man's Tai Tuivasa, the Shuivasa. All right, after that, we have Mateus Nikolai taking on Matt Christopher Schnell.
Did you see his last fight?
I did see his next
Comeback
fight.
of the year.
Comeback
bro.
of the year, and did you see what he had to do to make weigh-ins today?
No.
Shave the head, dude. Shave the head to make weight today. Shaved it.
So
he was off by a pound, went shaved the head, made weight.
I've been a huge Matt Schnell fan because he was originally on, when he was an amateur fighter, he was on an MTV series called Caged or something like that, or Uncaged or some shit. And it was just following amateur MMA fighters. The last episode, he ended up getting his first professional contract offer because he joined Tito Ortiz Fight Gym. So I've been a Matt Schnell fan since then.
Shout out Snell.
Yeah, dude.
Schnell.
Yeah, after his last comeback, like for those who haven't watched it, I don't remember his opponent's name, but Matt Schnell was like a walking zombie who could have been TKO'd by any ref and no one would have argued it. But they let him continue, and all he did to come back, he fucking like it was vicious, bro. It was a good vicious, like his TKO reverse knockout or whatever you want to call it. Like this man was on the edge of being unconscious and somehow reeled it in.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge Matt Schnell fan, especially after that. The man's got heart.
He's got heart, dude.
And the UFC rewarded him with better card placement after that showing.
We got a flyweight bout. Mateus Nikolai taking on Matt Schnell. Guys, bet and save, or I mean, not save. Bet and spend your money on the under 2.5 for this fight.
Yeah.
Definitely the under 2.5. Flyweights are known to not go over 2.5 rounds. So fucking put your money on that because we're going to have a fucking banger of a fight, guys. All right, now we got the second Bam Bam showing up for the co-main event, taking on RDA, Rafael Dos Anjos.
Yeah, he's moving up to welterweight again.
Sheesh, I'm kind of fucking...
Bam Bam's no joke.
Bam Bam is no joke, dude. We might see RDA go out. But honestly, I can see RDA winning this fight.
RDA
I can see him
is-
winning this fight.
He's
I really
past
do.
his prime, but he's such a warrior.
He's a fucking beast. He's a fucking beast. 31-14, taking on Brian Barberena, 18-8. It's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know if I could.
You remember the night RDA became a UFC champion?
Yeah, dude.
It's your 21st
I was
birthday.
gonna say it was my birthday.
Yeah.
That was a good fight too.
that shit
That shit was crazy.
Against Pettis.
That was so long ago. Yeah, Anthony
I
Pettis.
feel old talking about it.
He beat Pettis' ass. He beat
But
Pettis' ass.
will he beat Barberena's
We wanted
ass?
Pettis to win. I don't know if he beats Barberena. Barberena's a tough fucking cookie, dude.
Yeah.
Tough fucking cookie, man. I think he's coming off of a few wins too.
I think Robbie Lawler was one of his last wins.
Yep. Knocked out Robbie, I think.
Standing TKO.
Standing TKO. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson in the main event versus Kevin Holland.
You have two of the
Formerly
most
unretired Kevin Holland.
you have two of the most likable personalities in MMA.
Maybe. I don't know about Big Mouth. Some people don't like Big Mouth.
I love it.
I love it too. But some people might not, you know what I mean?
Homie's a badass.
He's cool. I fuck with Kevin Holland, and then you to his left, you have the nicest person to ever fight in the UFC. On the other side, who is 42, man. Or no, it's 39. Excuse me. Gonna be 40.
Yeah.
I thought he was older. I guess I'm thinking Glover Teixeira. But yeah, 40. He's gonna be 40, man. Getting older.
This should be fun because they're both going to stand and strike, I bet.
I don't know if this is Wonderboy's last fight.
I have no idea.
I could see it being one of his last fights.
I don't know what his contract situation's looking
If he
like.
beat Kevin Holland and then retired, I'd be like, standing O. You know what I mean? Like, that's a way to go out.
Yeah.
Because you don't really, like, what else do you have to prove?
But
know?
if he wins
Wasn't he
in-
champion at one point? Or was he just contender?
He fought
He was just
Tyron
contender.
twice.
Yeah, he was just contender.
Lost both.
Fuck.
Well, Drew,
almost. He was
one
almost
draw,
there.
One draw and one loss.
Yep. Oh, well. Yep, that's what his 16-6-1 is. One tie with one Tyrone Woodley. But yeah, I mean, this is a good card. I plan on making some bets. I definitely see Kevin Holland kind of taking this one. I mean, he's the longer fighter, I believe.
True.
Yeah, he has 6 inches reach on Wonderboy, and Wonderboy fights on the outside. You know what I mean? But I mean, Wonderboy can catch Kevin if Kevin ain't fucking paying attention. But I kind of see Kevin kind of grinding him out, maybe a little Khabib tech on him. You know, grind him out, feel him out, because you really don't want to be picked apart by Wonderboy.
And the thing to think
People
about,
think they can strike with Wonderboy until they're striking with Wonderboy.
not to compare them across the board, but Joaquin Buckley, who Kevin Holland like TKO'd, Joaquin Buckley was a karate fighter originally. Now, not to say he was ever on the level of
I was going to say, that's
Wonderboy was like 77-0 in kickboxing.
Yeah.
So this is not we're not
Undefeated.
This is not apples to apples. This is just not the same. But that, all things considered, the game plan to fight someone with that type of fighting style has got to be similar, and he's proved successful.
And Kevin did the same thing. He fucking he beat him up.
Yeah.
Bullied him around, beat him up.
So I'm excited for this card.
Took him out.
And then
Took out Joaquin. Joaquin was swinging though. Well, that's the thing with the fight with Joaquin. Joaquin was like fucking swinging. Like,
Yeah.
And Wonderboy don't do that shit. Wonderboy don't play that shit. So Kevin's got to play smart. I mean, so does Wonderboy though. Wonderboy got to play smart because if he don't, I can see one of these guys going out pretty easily.
Facts.
Then we got UFC 282 on the horizon, huh?
So there's-
December 10th.
There's some news pertaining to that, right?
Yeah, man.
Some
Yeah.
shakeup.
Yikes, dude.
Some
Okay,
details
so-
that have been realized.
We were supposed to get Yuri Prohaska versus Glover Teixeira.
Yuri
Yuri Prohaska injured his shoulder. I mean,
They said a timetable of a year.
a year. He's going to need surgery. And I don't know why he dropped the title. He
So,
dropped the title.
Here's what they said. This is what Twitter thinks.
I don't think he should have.
What Twitter thinks
I would have
is
held on to that shit.
because Yuri's like straight like samurai shit.
He is samurai
it says,
shit.
Bushido code. He doesn't want to try. And sorry if I mispronounced that. I'm really sorry if I did. He doesn't want to own a belt he can't defend.
Damn.
And out of
That's
pride,
some fucking samurai
out of pride, and in a
Samurai
way though, he may have thought in his mind he was throwing a bone to Glover Teixeira, his opponent, because the UFC.
Yeah, and then they fucked him over.
No, they didn't. Here's what UFC did.
I know, they didn't.
So the UFC,
Glover didn't take the fight, but still.
the UFC comes to Glover and we're like, all right, well, you versus Ankalaev instead. Make that the main event, which would kind of fuck Jan. Jan would have been just kind of on the back burner. I don't even think he would have had to fight that card. Probably got his show money, that's it, if he made weight. Even if he had to, I guess. But Glover said he couldn't. He needed more time.
He needed more. I mean,
Because Ankalaev is a wrestler
fucking-
and
it's
a
a
murderer,
completely different person.
Fucking murderer.
Yes.
It's not the same. You're going from a straight out like like one of the best brawls in a long time.
Give the man a fucking month, you know?
So
they should have.
So, I mean,
fucked up.
I understand all sides. The show must go on. And so the UFC looks at it like, we're just going to put a belt on the line on that card. It is what it is. So now...
They need it for the card. They can't have a pay-per-view without a title fight on it.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
So the replacement bout that we got because of these fighters that were already sanctioned to fight each other, Ankalaev versus Jan Blachowicz, that's now our title fight. And Jan...
And the main event.
Yeah. Jan has only lost to Glover and has not since fought that I'm aware of. And so this is technically his first fight since losing the belt. And had he beat Ankalaev, he was going to fight for the belt again anyway. So now, like my money's on Ankalaev, but
same.
But the thing is Blachowicz is such a strong man.
You can knock him the fuck out.
And Blachowicz has the superior
You can knock
striking,
him the
but
fuck out.
These 205ers who are going to probably weigh like 235 come fight night, because let's be honest, these dudes are going to retain some water in 24 hours. Like, god damn,
It's going to be a banger.
this fight that I was honestly very excited for, because like I wasn't more excited for this fight than the rematch, because let's be honest, like Glover Yuri was that was a masterpiece.
I couldn't wait for that rematch.
And like the fact, like I still keep like reminding myself that like Glover is in his 40s and is competing at this level. None, like I don't think any other
Crazy.
UFC fighter in any of the divisions in the top 10 will be fighting for a belt at 40. I'm sorry, like I'm not trying to be a pessimist. It's just like, and then
It's true.
and he's helped or moved in and trained fucking Alex Pereira, the new middleweight champ. You know what I'm saying? So like something is in the water in Dansbury, Connecticut, and they're living it up. All I know is this is still going to be a good card in my opinion.
it's still going to be a good card.
And so did you see other news? Allegedly, Aljamain Sterling, quote unquote, confirmed that his next opponent is supposed to be Triple C.
I did see that, but let's stay on this real quick. Let's go over the rest of this card before we get on that. So yeah, this is UFC 282. Now let's go over the main event. We went over the prelims, but now we have Bryce Mitchell, Ili Topuria taking each other on. That's going to be a really good fight. Don't miss that one. This is
That was
December 10th.
nasty.
Do not forget. Right after that, we have Darren Till taking on Dricus Du Plessis.
Bro.
Welcome back to Darren Till. Hopefully he makes it to the fight. Right after that, Robbie Lawler versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. That's another banger, and that's going to be crazy. I don't know who the fuck's going to win that. Then right after that, Paddy Pimblett taking on Jared Gordon. And then the main event, Jan Blachowicz versus Magomed Ankalaev. That's going to be the crazy card. I still like the card, even though they lost the fight. I'll still watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? I did miss some early prelims. We got Cameron Simon. I'm not going to read the prelims. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, what were you saying? Something about Aljo?
Aljo allegedly is going to fight Henry Cejudo.
I did see that. I seen them like do the little face off and shit. I don't think Henry deserves that shit.
I don't know if he's in the testing pool, so I don't know if he even can.
He actually just hit his 6 months, so he can now. Yeah, he just recently hit his 6 months.
Well,
so.
I don't see why. I mean, okay, I guess. I don't know why you
I could see how they give him the title fight, but
you just put O'Malley as your number one contender now.
yeah, I don't know.
How aren't you going to
What are we
feed
doing?
him? The only thing is
I think they should do Sterling, O'Malley, get all the money in the world. Whoever wins that takes on Henry. Henry's already been out for fucking years.
You know
Why
what?
not just make him wait a little longer?
honestly, like this. Okay, so you do. Some people might not agree, but you have O'Malley fight for the title, and then Cejudo.
He's number one. He should fight for that.
Yeah, and then Cejudo. I don't know who he should fight. I feel maybe no. He should fight.
Don't
Cheeto.
give him a warm up.
He should fight Cheeto.
No, don't give him any warm up.
That ain't no warm up. Cheeto Vera.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, I know, but Henry can lose that fight.
But
That's what I'm saying. Let Henry win.
True, I
Let
guess.
Henry
But Cheeto-
beat the winner.
in a convoluted world though, because Cheeto is ranked below O'Malley, but Cheeto beat O'Malley, and no one disputes that.
You know, the cog in all this is Aljo doesn't want to fight for a while.
Oh, he admitted that.
He admitted that he ain't going to fight for a while, so I don't know what the fuck they're going to do.
Touche.
Honestly, and I think
It's just recent news. That's why I mention it.
O'Malley ain't looking for any other fight other than the title, too.
As he should.
He said it, and as he should. He's number
should.
one.
The fact that he's got that number one contender, he's
If
not.
fans are butts.
Yeah. The only other thing that could happen for him is some weird interim fucking bullshit where Aljo can't fight. Which
some
no one
crazy
fucking
shit.
wants.
Just happened. Breaking news: we have Jacob deGrom signing a 6-year deal, for $185 million with the Rangers. Shout out to Jason.
Baseball.
That just happened. Some baseball news. But yeah, man, I don't know what you do with Aljo and all them. It's kind of a mess right now. Aljo wants to wait. Sean wants to fight. Cejudo wants to fight. Cheeto wants to fight. Like, fuck, man. You know what? I could see the Cheeto Cejudo fight, but like,
well,
you're kind of wasting your two contenders
exactly,
there.
and they can't have O'Malley fight Cheeto again because the fact that they.
I mean, they can, but in a title fight, they should make that a title fight. If
O'Malley wins, that would be tits because the way I see it, if you're shooting yourself in your marketing foot if O'Malley gets to the number one contender and then immediately loses it to a guy he's already lost to.
I like it, man. Craziness. Anything else?
Nothing's coming to mind at the moment.
Yeah, I think we're good, dude.
I mean, like,
couldn't make our bet. We had Winston leave. It's all good though.
I'm sure there's like Bellator and ONE FC fights on the horizon that we'll probably talk about soon.
Yeah, we'll probably hit them next week. All right, let's hit them with a fast end and let's get the fuck out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
Peace.